What's up, Star Wars fans? This video will be the Bad Batch episode 15 review, and this episode was simply titled Return to Kamino, and what an emotional return it was. Now, in my preview video, I suggested in this episode that the Bad Batch would be in contact with Rex and others to help with the rescue of Hunter, but that's simply not what happened. We see at the beginning of the episode that Omega and the rest of the Bad Batch are repairing their ship, and as soon as they are ready, they take off to Kamino to rescue the leader of their group, Hunter, but of course Crosshair has other plans, as he and his elite squad of course have set up a trap. And at first I thought this was a really silly decision by the Bad Batch to head to Kamino by themselves. Why not contact Rex or somebody else to help them out? But then I realized that this group is without their leader, Hunter, so it actually makes a lot of sense to me that the squad made this rash decision, because throughout season 1 Hunter has certainly been the voice of reason among the Bad Batch. That said, I certainly don't want to skip over the fact that Omega guides the Bad Batch to Nella Se's secret laboratory, and once there she reveals the fact that the Bad Batch were created in this secret laboratory, and that she was actually in the laboratory when their mutations were enhanced and they were created. So not only have the clones returned to their homeworld Kamino, but also the very room that they were created in. Now, as the group tracks down Hunter, Crosshair and Hunter are able to have some discussion, and Hunter tries to reason with him, letting him know that it's the inhibitor chip in his brain that's making him follow orders. But moving on with the story, Tech, Echo, and Wrecker have tracked down Hunter to the training grounds, and they decide to leave Omega behind and ascend into the training ground, only to be captured by Crosshair and his elite squad. Now, once there, Hunter tells Crosshair that he's going to give them a chance, something that they never gave to him, really getting across this idea that they abandoned one of their own brothers and they left him behind. Which makes a lot of sense to me, because one of my biggest problems with the Bad Batch season 1 is that the Bad Batch group didn't try and go back and rescue Crosshair. So for me, it's nice to see that decision come back and haunt them at this point in the season. Now, at this point in the story, Omega, as usual, is trying to cook up a plan to rescue the Bad Batch, but we also get some more crazy dialogue from Hunter and Crosshair, as Crosshair tries to convince Hunter to join him and fight for the Empire. And I love how this connects to the Return of the Jedi and Darth Vader trying to convince his son Luke Skywalker to join the Empire. But getting back to the story, Hunter poses the question, why would he and the Bad Batch trust Crosshair? And Crosshair responds simply by eliminating his squad, but follows up that action by stating once again that the Bad Batch should join him in fighting for the Empire. And on a deeper level, that they've been lacking purpose, and that purpose will be fulfilled by fighting alongside him for the Empire. And of course, Hunter and the Bad Batch have been well educated on what fighting for the Empire looks like, so there's just simply no way they're going to join Crosshair. Now, it's at this point that Omega unleashes her plan, and battle droids invade the training ground, forcing Crosshair and the Bad Batch to work together. And while all this is happening, Admiral Rampart has made sure that all essential personnel have left Kamino, and he is moving in his fleet to absolutely decimate what's left on the planet. But before that destruction begins, Crosshair reveals an absolute bombshell to the Bad Batch, and that is that his inhibitor chip is already removed. And he has this great line where he just states, "This is who I am," even after his inhibitor chip has been removed. So after that revelation, Hunter and the Bad Batch stun Crosshair, and they try to flee Kamino. Unfortunately, Admiral Rampart has already started the destruction of the Kamino facilities, and it would seem like the Bad Batch are going to be wiped out as part of this destruction. But of course, we still have one more episode to go, and what an episode it's going to be. Will Crosshair continue to fight for the Empire? Now that the Empire has left him for dead, will he rejoin the Bad Batch? This was truly a cliffhanger, and a story that was pretty much predicted by Medieval Man 9. But that all said, I'm looking forward to your thoughts on the episode in the comments below. As always, I'm Mike. Thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.